Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. This one is Arthur Pendragon, Another Way from the show Merlin. And this was requested by a Patreon subscriber. If you too would like to join the Patreon, link down below in the description will get you there. Throw a like in the video if you like it, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hit that notification bell as well. That way you know when videos post, you can come check them out. And let's go. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. One thing right off the bat that I'm noticing is the fact that this is a much different theme and feeling as opposed to every other Merlin reaction I've ever had. I think most of them I've watched have been comedic. This is very real in him trying to live up to his father's expectations.
One who was worthy of taking his place.
I became king more than anything. I wanted to make him proud.
How can I be proud of a son who ignores everything that I taught him?
Your father would never have allowed himself to be fooled like that.
Arthur, your father was a strong king. His enemies feared and respected that strength.
Are you saying I'm not worthy of that respect?
Is this what you want?
I was desperate to prove myself to my men. Have to show my strength. To my father. Show that I'm worthy of my father's name. And there must be another way.
There's no other way.
Listen to yourself.
This isn't like you.
It doesn't sound like the man I know.
I watched you rule. I learned that if you trust no one, you'll always live in fear. Your hatred came from fear, not strength. I loved and respected you, but I have to rule the kingdom in my own way. I have to do what I believe to be right. You've had your turn.
Your father would have had me executed, but you didn't have the stomach for it, did you, Arthur?
You really have the guts to kill me.
That was mine.
Arthur! That's why I doubt you'll make a good king.
Tell me something.
Think about what you're doing. What good will this achieve?
You spared my champion. Why?
Because it's not victory I seek.
This is no way to achieve peace.
It is peace.
There's no other way.
There is another way.
A truce.
I have no desire for war.
There is something about you, Arthur Pendragon. Something which gives me hope for us all.
You don't have any idea, do you?
I'm serious. If anyone wants to go and kill him, they can go ahead. In fact, I'll give them a hand.
That's one of the things that in the first season of Game of Thrones you really saw, is that Ned Stark had to teach his kids, and you see it in multiple other videos, movies, shows, etc., when it deals with a king and their heirs and trying to teach them about spare as many people as you can, but when it comes down to it and you have to do it in order to save face or in order to keep things going, you just have to do it. And it would be difficult. I would not want to be in that situation.
Could Arthur be any more annoying?
And now you come here with weapons drawn.
Now that I realize you're not as arrogant as you sound.
Next in our sacred space like you do your kingdom.
No, it's like to think it's so much better than everyone else.
About what?
About how rude and arrogant you can be.
With arrogance, with conceit, with insolence.
I'd never have a friend who could be such an ass.
Still think I'm arrogant.
All I know is that for your many faults, you are honest.
How could you be so sure?
You have faith in Arthur.
Because I have faith in you.
I trust him with my life.
Why would he choose himself as the champion?
I can't withdraw.
Because he's Arthur.
Because you're Arthur.
And what kind of king would Camelot want?
I know Arthur's stubborn and pig-headed.
One that would risk his life to save that of a lowly servant?
But he cares about his people more than he cares about himself.
Or one who does what his father tells him to?
You're right. And you're right to speak up. Listening to others is a sign of strength, not weakness. But not make Camelot a fair and just kingdom?
Camelot's a better place since you became king.
So much is true.
Your people love you.
And you have the strength and love of your people, Arthur.
Tomorrow, we fight in your name, sire.
When you became king, you gave them something to fight for.
I believe in the world that you will build.
The people believe in you, Arthur. It counts for nothing if you don't believe in yourself.
I'm not ready.
You've been ready for some time, Arthur.
It's not me they have to fight for. It's Camelot.
No. It's you that people love.
Well, not only do we fight for our lives,
A little bit of assistance on that one, huh?
And you that they will lay down their lives for.
we fight for the future.
You are victorious, Arthur Pendragon.
There isn't a man among us who would not die for you.
The future of the United Kingdom. For the love of Camelot!
Maybe I would ride into the mouth of hell for you.
You are known, Arthur. Some lives have been foretold. You have always been known. Arthur is not just a king. He is the once and future king.
I was not expecting a dragon to be saying that.
Arthur will rise again.
Arthur will rise again. Link down below in the description. Go throw out some love. That was an excellent edit. Brought up a lot to talk about. Just from watching that clip, I'm kind of piecing together the fact that Arthur might have been a little bit more arrogant. Maybe because he was living under, I don't know, his dad being king. That would definitely warp your sense of reality quite a bit. And it's nice to see that there was other characters kind of helping him become more of a, I don't know, down-to-earth person. A person at all. Nice to see a different tone for the video and a different subject matter. I was almost beginning to think that Merlin was just a comedy, but thankfully there's another side to it. It's interesting digesting content in this kind of way where it's very topic driven. So if you want to make a humorous video, it's a humorous video. If you want to make a serious video, it's a serious video. And I guess it's just up to me to be a little bit more open-minded in that there's probably more to these stories than just what I'm being presented with. One thing I noticed in shows involving kings and queens and royalty, etc., is that it always takes quite a bit of time, and there's always a lack of confidence in the heir. Leonardo de Medici had to grow into it. It looks like Arthur had to grow into it. He was unsure if his dad was, you know, making the right choice, if he would be up for it. All of Ned Stark's kids were questioning what the heck's going on, who should be leading, who is more capable of leading. If you were tasked with taking over a kingdom, how would you do? Do you think you would be up for it? Do you think you'd be the other sibling that gets to kind of, you know, drink wine and party and whatnot while the other sibling just does everything else? I gotta think I would be extremely unsure. And I think one of the best moves Arthur made was the Round Table, the Knights of the Round Table, and kind of creating a cabinet of advisors, not being a dictator, not being a ruler, but more of a, you know, let me hear other ways to think about this, and then I'll come up with the right way to think about it, or my way to think about it. As you heard, taking people's opinions and kind of assessing your opinion with their opinions and seeing if there's any sort of common ground or something you missed is very important to leadership. Thanks so much for your time and for watching. Link down below in the description for the Patreon to join up. Thanks so much for subscribing to the channel, and I shall see you on the next one.